I hope you are well. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about what I call imposter syndrome. I want to talk to you about a really important topic that, from a mental health perspective, is really, really crucial in today's day and age. And I want to frame it to you in a way that I think will really help and benefit you. So, I had a conversation with a client the other day who is a hypnotherapist who will remain nameless. But in this particular conversation with this client, we talked about him not feeling confident, and specifically not feeling confident in him putting himself out there when what he perceives to be there are other hypnotherapists that are better than him. And that's normal, right? Because in life we often think that somebody's better than us at a certain thing, because if we look at them, we can perceive that maybe they do genuinely have more skills, maybe they do have more experience. But in this video, I want to talk to you about a really important concept for me that I call staying in your lane. You see, staying in your lane, what that ultimately means is knowing that in life, you are going to see other people succeeding. You're going to see other people winning. You're going to see other people doing things that you think you should be doing, that you should have achieved already. And that's life. You know, in today's day and age with social media, it's never been easier to get a sneak peek into everybody else's life. It's never been easier to see friends and family and people that you really don't know, but somehow they're a friend on Facebook, on holiday. And then you see somebody else on holiday, then you see somebody else on holiday, and the next thing you'll know, you're booking a holiday just because everybody else seems to be on holiday, right? Maybe you can relate to that. And I had this conversation with this coaching client, and I said, here's what you need to know about confidence. I said, first thing, you need to stay in your lane, which means you need to focus on you versus you, which is a flippant statement that's easy to say, but what I want to teach you is something in this video that if you're the kind of person that finds yourself comparing yourself to other people, you know, looking at the people going, oh, they're doing better than me in business, they're doing better than me in life, they've got a better relationship than me, they've got a better car than me. If you find yourself ever getting into that modality of thought, I'm going to share something with you in this video that I learned several years ago from my mentor, and this will effectively remove that forever. So what I want to share you with is the concept of confidence versus curriculum. So I had a conversation with my mentor about 4.5 years ago when I said, I'd love to launch this business, which at the time was a sales training business, right? I'd love to launch this business, but I see so many other people out there doing sales training that are better than me. And I kind of think, who am I to do that? Because I'm just getting started. To which my mentor said, I understand where you're coming from, but I'm going to metaphorically kind of bitch slap you around the face and tell you that right now you're being selfish. So what do you mean I'm being selfish? He said, you're being selfish. Here's why you're being selfish. He asked me the question, he said, do you believe in the importance of ethical sales training? Like done well, not sleazy used car salesman stuff, proper, authentic, aligned with values. Do you believe in that? Sales training. I said, fuck yeah. He said, well, if you believe in that, you don't need to believe in yourself. He said, let me put it this way. You're bleeding by the side of the road. A paramedic drives and pulls up next to you, opens the back of the ambulance and says, I can see that you're bleeding by the side of the road and I'm really sorry about that. But you see, I've only been a paramedic for 6 months. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to carry on driving to the hospital and I'm going to make a call in to another paramedic, a guy called Ron, that I know has been a paramedic for about 20 years. I'm going to make a call in to him and I'm going to get him to come and pick you up in about 20 minutes. She'll probably lose a couple more pints of blood, but, you know, better that Ron gets you than me, who's the inexperienced. You know, who am I to safely escort you to the hospital? I've only been a paramedic for 6 months. He said, how stupid does that sound? I went, that sounds pretty stupid. He said, so that's what you're effectively doing. You're saying I'm not going to provide sales training because I don't feel like I'm the best sales trainer out there. He said, there'll always be somebody better than you. If you're running the Olympics, there'll always be someone faster than you. And then if you become the fastest person, someone eventually is going to take your throne. There'll always be someone ahead of you. And that's why you've got to stay in your lane, he said. That's why you got to stay in your lane, Miles. And ever since then, I've made a point of staying in my lane. You know, I'm going to share with you in a minute a sort of a tool or an action that you must adopt if you have this issue. You know, for me, in my space, I'm in the world of life coaching, right? In the world of life coaching, the very best life coach that I know is Tony Robbins. The very best, the cream of the crop, the creme de la creme of life coaching is Tony Robbins. If I compared myself to Tony Robbins, I'd curl up in bed and never come out, right? I would never come out. But the point is, there's how many billion people on the planet, right? I know so many that have never heard of Tony Robbins. Maybe you've never heard of Tony Robbins. I know so many people that, frankly, just don't invest in personal development because they feel like it's not for them. I've had people that have messaged me and say, I love your videos, I watch your videos, you know, and then I've started doing other stuff as a result of that. And I've had someone say, you're as inspiring as Tony Robbins, which for me is like incomprehensible, right? To me, that's just, still don't get that, right? See, I still have that hang up, you see that? It's just come out there, live on video. But the point is, that doesn't stop me serving. That doesn't stop me showing up on video. That doesn't stop me delivering seminar after seminar. That doesn't stop me delivering coaching. I've got 4 coaching sessions later. If that stopped me, that would be me putting my own needs and my own insecurities ahead of everybody, ahead of service. What I'm saying is you don't need confidence. You need to believe in your curriculum. Especially relevant from a business point of view. So, the moral message of the story, stay in your lane. I want to give you a tool that you can use to apply if this is an issue for you. For the next 7 days, first hour of the day, you are not to check social media, Messenger, WhatsApp, or any social media platform whatsoever, unless it's intentionally watching some video on YouTube that you've decided in advance that you're going to watch. No scrolling through Instagram, no scrolling through LinkedIn, no scrolling through Facebook, no scrolling Twitter for the first hour of the day. No reading the news for the first hour of the day. Why? Because that puts you at the mercy of other people's agenda, and that pulls you first thing in the morning into other people's lanes. And what I want you to do for the first hour of the day is stay in your lane. So for the first hour of the day, you're just going to work on you. Whether that's working on your business, whether that's working out on working yourself, meditation, run, yoga, being more present with your kids. Phones down, no social media for the first hour of the day. And the second rule for the next 7 days is that you are to limit yourself to 15 minutes of social media per day for the next 7 days. Unless you are posting something of value to others. So for instance, me, I spend longer than 15 minutes a day on Facebook, but I spend no longer than 15 minutes scrolling Facebook. The rest of the time is me delivering a live video that may take 10 or 15 minutes. Or replying to messages from people that have commented on the video. That's different. Scrolling to see what Stephen's doing or Susan's doing, that's wasted time, and that's not good for your brain and for your mental well-being, right? So for the next 7 days, no social media for the first hour of the day, and no social media for longer than 15 minutes, unless you're posting something that you know is going to be of value to other people. Alright, so that's it, end of the video. All I want you to do, first, please share the video, and the second is direct message me every day for the next 7 days to tell me that you go, yeah, Miles, first hour, didn't go on social media, thanks for that. And at the end of the day, you can message me again, yeah, I stuck to it, I only went on Facebook for 8 minutes and I feel better already, whatever. But I want you to communicate with me next 7 days to tell me that you've been doing this challenge. So, that's it. Go ahead, share the video, do the actions, stay in your lane. It's really important for your mental health. Hope you enjoyed this video. See you next time. Goodbye.